Good afternoon. Today we have another gravel job. So a couple of people have asked about this hydraulic top link, so I'm going to kind of show what I do with that today. Basically, I can tilt my box this way if I'm going forward, or this way if I'm going backwards and I want to cut. So if I'm going forward, I'm going to cut with the front angle. So there's a front angle there, and then a back cutting edge there, and depending on what you're doing. So if I'm cutting high spots out and I'm going backwards, I'm going to angle it down so it's cutting in. But if I've already put the gravel out with the loader, I'm going to kind of tilt it back just a little bit so it doesn't want to dig, and it'll kind of float over the top a little bit. And that's how I use that. And then vice versa, if I'm going forward, once I get down and I'm kind of doing my final finish grade, I'll actually crank this thing up like this, so it's actually almost kind of back dragging ish with that, but I'm driving forward and then dragging the box like that, and it's works pretty good. So these hydraulic top links are not terribly expensive. This one just bought it off I think Tractor Supply's website. Like 250 bucks, give or take, and then the hose kit for it was another 55-60 bucks, and I already had the rear remotes installed when I bought the tractor. So I had them on for years and years and years, and knew I'd need them someday, but it took me a while to finally pull the trigger on the hydraulic top link. Worth every penny though. So we're gonna do this kind of windy gravel drive. This is all gonna get cut out. I'm gonna cut like maybe, I don't know, 3 to 4-ish feet out of all this, kind of widen this turn, and put a bunch of man rock on that border. Walk down here, and then I've got 60 yards, 65 yards, 6 truckloads basically. My driver delivers 15 tons at a time, which equates to about just under 11 yards of material. So 6 boxes, a 3/4 minus is what we're going to put on this one. I'm going to kind of pre-scrape it first. All that dirt we're going to cut out of the bank is going to go in the back of that truck. Probably going to fill it up pretty quick, and then have to figure out a place to dump the rest. So here's the man rock. This is only half load. Last job I did with this stuff, I had a whole truckload delivered, and it was more than enough. This is pretty small, so we just ordered a half load. I told them they'd probably have a few extras they can use wherever they want. So you can see I'm going to come all the way down here. Got a gate right here. So when you got a gate on your driveway, you got to be careful too that you don't build up your gravel too high, because your gate only has so much clearance. This gate actually has only probably like 3 inches of clearance. So they had this little stopper here. I had to take the stopper out, the gate stopper. I'll reset that, and then you can see that's the stopper on the gate side. So that catches that little rubber gasket I showed you. So I'll have to readjust the height on that. Do all that at the end though. And then that's the main road out there. So we're just going to come to here. I was brush hogging earlier today. This is my second job today, so don't know if you guys are interested in the trailer, but I got a 16.4 split deck tilt trailer. It's 14K, which is well over what my tractor weighs. My tractor's pretty light. I pull it with a 1/2 ton. I'm probably borderline pushing the limits of that 1/2 ton. I'm gonna get a bigger truck eventually, but one step at a time. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. It's gonna be hard to get different angles on this one just because it's such a long windy driveway. So I'll probably get cutting out that bank, and then I'll probably do some, you know, spreading gravel. I'm sure you guys have seen enough of that. It's kind of, once you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times. But here is the 6 truckloads of gravel. Kind of sucks because it's all down here, but so it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Burn a little bit of diesel, but we'll get it. My guys that deliver gravel for me are great. They make the deliveries when they say they will. They're very fair priced, and I can't ask for more. So I'm really happy with those guys. So if you're in Kitsap County, Washington, and you need a gravel guy, call me. I can get you in contact with them. I don't charge anything. I just they just make the deliveries for me. I don't take anything off the top. They're just a really good outfit. So anyways, if you like these videos, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll get started. Thanks for watching. some of these spread out here. Now the fun part begins. I'm gonna just kind of align these all up. It's that little edge I cut, kind of just act as a retaining wall all the way around there. And I do all this by hand, so probably just set it up as a time lapse. And then after this, then we'll cover everything in gravel. I need to get a mini excavator to do this stuff. That is hard work. Much harder than driving a tractor. There it is. Line this out quite a bit. I don't know, 4 or 5 feet maybe. All right, gravel time. Show you from this angle. Okay, I've got this section gravel laid out. It's just piled up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you with the box blade how I'm going to come backwards first, kind of use that front end as a dozer blade, just knock the top off, and then I'm going to go to this side and then go to this side so we get a crown. But hopefully you'll be able to see it because I'm going to leave the camera on the tripod. But basically when I'm coming this way, going backwards on the tractor, you'll see the box blade first. It'll be kicked back a little bit, so I'm kind of just knocking the top off. I don't want to dig down, so it's just kind of floating this way. And then when I go that way, I'll kind of rock the blade and drag it that way, because I'm trying to minimize. Once you get your base all like pre-graded and everything, and you're putting your gravel on top, you don't want to scrape all that gravel off the top. You still want to leave your 3 to 6 inches, however much gravel you're putting down. So you gotta be, had a battery go dead. So anyways, you don't want to cut once you get all your gravel laid out and you're going to start grading it. You don't want to cut with that box blade. You just want to, you know, spread it so you can keep your 3 to 6 inches, whatever, however much you calculate and are laying down. You don't want to scrape it off. So I'm going to set this up and just kind of show you guys from the tripod. I'm going to come backwards. So you can see that that blade, when I'm going backwards, is not cutting in. It's up, so it's kind of going like this. And I do that both directions. And then you'll you notice like the first couple of swipes is kind of still pretty rough, but you can see there's a pretty good crown right here. And then once I get all this kind of roughed out, then I'll take my box blade. And I found this is easier on the neck because you're not going backwards, but what I'll do is I'll rack my box blade this way, and then I'll drive forward and kind of back drag everything with my box blade. And I'll just go over it back and forth a couple times. Once the crown is in there and everything's planed out the way you want it, works pretty smooth. So anyways, that's what you guys wanted to see with that, using that top link, so, and the angle of the box blade. But the other thing I'm doing when I'm doing that is kind of adjusting that lever just a little bit. I'm not just letting all the weight dig down and do it. You kind of got to feather it a little bit. So it takes a little practice, but the more you do it, the better you get. So the other thing too, like when you come into corners like this and the grade starts going up, you got to really watch it, otherwise you start digging in. So they're kind of a pain in the ass, but you get it figured out once you do it enough times. And it's easier on the downhill slope. So what I'll do is I'll get it close, and then I'll come back up here and I'll rock the box blade this way and back drag it down and around. Do that a couple times. So anyways, this is just the first half to maybe third of the driveway, so I got a lot more to do down low. I'll just check back in and show you guys the finished product at the end. I want to try to knock some of this out. It's getting late. I want to get home. If you like these videos, comment, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Finished product. Here's the rock wall. All the gravel spread. Got this all cut out. Nice crown to the driveway. I'll take you for a ride real quick. Just drive on out of here. We're done for today. So we'll do a tractor ride. Bit of extra rock they're going to use. They got a couple landscaping projects, so they're going to use the rest of that.